I was very much looking forward to watching The Land Before Time 2, The Great Valley Adventure. I grew up watching a decent amount of Land Before Time. However, while I have strong memories, I don't know which memories come from which film. So I couldn't tell you which films I'd seen. And then I started to watch this, and it all came flooding back to me, and it was an absolute joy. The nostalgia is so beautiful. So yes, I'm discussing this, watching it for the first time in 20 something, maybe 25 years, give or take. But at the same time, it is also very nostalgic for me. This was released in 1994. It's directed by Roy Allen Smith, written by John Lloyd, John Ludin, and Dev Ross. And we have a voice cast including Scott McAfee, Candace Houston, Heather Hogan, Jeff Bennett, Rob Paulsen, Kenneth Mars, Linda Gary, Tress MacNeille, and John Ingle. And as I said, as soon as I started watching this, it all came back. The characters find an egg, and it hatches to reveal a baby Sharptooth, and they name him Chomper. And they try to care for him and work together, but needless to say, that's not an easy task. The kids get a taste of adult responsibilities, which can help them realise the importance of being children and relying on their parents for protection, and also the effort that it takes to look after your children. So the children have a lot of opportunities for learning here, and of course those messages carry across for the viewer as well. And it's a great story. It's really good fun. Chomper is absolutely adorable. I think when I was younger, I have a vague recollection of kind of being annoyed by Chomper. But as an adult, I found the character to be absolutely adorable. We have some gorgeous animation, of course, not just with Chomper, but with all of the characters and the backdrops. The animation style is really, really satisfying. The voice acting is fabulous, of course, and the music is really wonderful. According to Wikipedia, the music is by Michael Tavera and James Horner. It's definitely a real pleasure to listen to and to look at. The story is great, some really great messages, and for me, a lot of nostalgia. Yes, I think I'm biased a little bit because I was riding that nostalgia wave, but at the same time, I think it's a timeless story. I think it's a great narrative that will always deliver. I think the messages will be suitable and beneficial for children in any decade. And I don't actually know how popular The Land Before Time is now. If anybody has any thoughts on this, if you have younger siblings, or if you're a parent and you have young children, is it something that is still being shown a lot, or children still interested in it? I genuinely have no idea. But certainly watching this now, I feel like it is a timeless story with some great messages, adorable characters, wonderful voice acting. The sounds of the voices are just, they're so nostalgic. The image of Chomper, the music, it took me back to my childhood, and I loved every second of it. But trying to judge it as objectively as possible, let's say I'd never seen this before, I'd still say it's a solid film. I guess if I had any kind of criticism, I'd say it's maybe a little slow to begin with. I wasn't really feeling that necessarily because, as I said, the nostalgia was very high. But I think it could have been a little bit quicker to begin with. But that aside, The Land Before Time 2, The Great Valley Adventure, is an absolute joy. I'm really looking forward to the third film. I have no idea what to expect. I'm intentionally not looking forward. I'm just going to watch them as I get to them with no idea of what to expect. And, well, let's see if it unlocks any more nostalgia. But for now, I'm very, very happy to recommend The Great Valley Adventure. It's a pretty delightful film.